Hey y'all, glory be to God. Welcome to the Kingdom Women channel where living for God is made practical. I'm Mariah. Thanks for tuning in, y'all. So, before I go into the gym, of course, I wanted to come touch bases with you guys. And I don't think I'm going to make this message really long because I'm sitting in the car in the sun. It is winter, but that sun is kicking. And I'm getting toasty. So, but I'm not going to let that determine how I let the spirit move. I'm gonna be obedient and I'm gonna submit myself and I'm gonna do this right. But what I wanted to come talk to you about is the old dispensation versus the new dispensation. The law versus grace. Adam versus Jesus. And that's extremely important. By now, if you kingdom and you are aware of the kingdom and you are on the path to be a kingdom citizen and become the person that God created you to be, then I feel as though by now you should have come into a conversation on the dispensation of grace, because the dispensation of grace, it actually leads you into the kingdom. And so you should be familiar with what the dispensation of grace is. You should be familiar with how that is applicable to you as a kingdom citizen and what that means for your life and how it changes your life and how it changes your perception of reality. And the reason why that is important is because when we are, and this is for the ladies, if you're a man, this is just not for you. Or it is, I don't know. Maybe it is. But this is important because, sis, when you out here looking for your kingdom spouse and you have all of these potential men, I need you to understand that if you are kingdom, baby, you need a man that's kingdom. Okay? And anything outside of a kingdom man is going to be a hindrance to your life, because their spiritual immaturity is going to hinder you, because they are going to be the tool that Satan uses to impact you, because in their weakness they haven't learned how to stand against the enemy. In their immaturity they haven't learned how to stand against the enemy. And so I wanted to talk about the old dispensation and against the new, Adam against Jesus, so that you can identify these men and don't get caught up with these type men, because like I said, it's not gonna turn out good for you. I don't care how cute he is, I don't care how paid he is, I don't care how good in bed he is. Satan is going to use him to destroy your life, and none of those things are worth that when you could just ask God to send you a kingdom husband. They out there and somebody is waiting on you. All right, baby, so don't settle. Now look it. I'm gonna just keep it funky. Most men are in the old dispensation because it takes spiritual maturity to step into the new dispensation. It takes wisdom, knowledge, understanding, and experience to step into the new dispensation. And that's why I would suggest that you wait for God to send you the person. And if you are dating, I'm not dating, I'm taking my own advice. God is gonna have to drop a man out of the sky for me. God is gonna have to make a man come knock on my door. Like God is going to have to do something spectacular for me to even take a man seriously. Like, real talk. If I'm out and I see a man, it's a 99.9% chance that I'm just going to ignore him. I don't care how he look. I don't care how his muscles look. I'm at the gym. I see muscles all the time. I don't care nothing about that. That's not what I'm into, because I'm not going to let somebody come into my life that the devil's going to use to destroy it. Like, I've worked too hard. I've matured too much spiritually. I don't have time for that. And so I am waiting, like I said, for a miracle man to fall out of the clouds. Like, it's just gonna have to happen like that. But I don't want you to be deceived. If you're looking, or if somebody's like, oh, you're my kingdom spouse, and let me tell you, baby, this is what you're looking for. Adam of the old dispensation, he was the one who God directly talked to and said, do not eat of the tree in the middle of the Garden of Eden. Eve was not even created at that point. So God gave him a specific instruction. There's no follow-up scripture in the Bible where God came and told Eve that same thing. It's not in the Bible. So more of the responsibility was placed on him because God and Adam had that specific conversation one-on-one. And further down along in Genesis, we see Eve being deceived by the serpent to eat from the tree. Now, she knew better. I don't know how she came into the knowledge that she wasn't supposed to eat, but she knew better because she said she knew better. She said, God said we shouldn't do it, but she was deceived anyway, and she ate. Now, when it was Adam's turn, it doesn't say he was deceived. He ate because I guess he wanted to, but he wasn't deceived. And when their eyes were open and they were naked and they hid, and God came and he was like, where y'all at? What y'all doing? He said, God, it was the woman you gave me. She made me eat. She gave me the apple and I ate. Or she gave me the fruit and I ate, whatever it was. Okay. And Eve said, I was deceived, Lord. Which wasn't a lie. So, this is what you are looking for. You are looking for a man who takes accountability. Takes accountability. Because Adam, it was everybody and their mama fault that he sinned, but his. And so men who are operating in the old dispensation, no matter what they say, because you can't trust these men's words, no way, they don't accept responsibility. They don't take accountability. It's your fault. It's their fault. It's everybody else. He blamed God. He blamed God himself for giving him a woman. And then he blamed the woman. She gave me it. When all he had to do was say, I ate the apple. I'm sorry, Lord. You know what I'm saying? You're looking for somebody that's going to take accountability. You're looking for, because if you are looking for a man to lead you, to lead your family, which was a curse in the first place, and you don't necessarily need that if you're kingdom because you're no longer under the curse, but that's a different video. If you're looking for a man to lead you, how can a man lead you properly if he can't accept responsibility when things go wrong? That's like having a manager and every time things go wrong, they blame the employees. Well, they wasn't doing what I told them to do, and this was wrong, and that was wrong, and that's what... Or, you know what I'm saying, a football coach blaming the players when they lose a game. Well, this player did this and this player did that, instead of saying we need to go back to the drawing board and, you know what I'm saying, we need to work on it, blah, 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 blah. I could have did this, I could have did that. A good manager, a good leader accepts responsibility when things go wrong. And that is what you're looking for in a man. Because a man who will, a man who, you're not looking for a man to place himself on a pedestal above you as the leader of your family and then blame you for everything. It's your fault when things go wrong. You don't want that. Let that man get somebody else. It don't even matter. Let that man be somebody else's problem. Jesus, on the other hand, in the new dispensation out of grace, he took responsibility for everybody's sins. He got up on the cross and died for everybody's sins. For people who have a relationship with him and don't. For people who obey him and people who don't. For people who love him and for people who don't. Everybody's sins was on Jesus' back. He did not discriminate. That is the kind of man you're looking for, a man of God. You're looking for a kingdom man. You're looking for a man who is a representation of Christ. You know what I'm saying? So don't be fooled. These men can say anything. Look at their actions. Look at their actions. And I don't want to just be talking about this, but a man will manipulate you any chance he gets. That's Bible. That's Bible. And I don't want that to be you, baby. Like I said, last year, 2024, was the first year that I have not been married since I was 19. And so maybe that gives me a little bit of space to talk about marriage and relationships. I've been there for a long time. I know how to be a wife more than I do a single person because I was married for so long. Now, you can take my word for it or not. That's going to be on you. But I'm telling you, there's a difference. Any Christian man can say, oh, yes, dispensation of grace. I'm in the dispensation of grace. Your fruit say Adam. Your fruit don't say Jesus. Okay, baby. You're looking for Jesus in a man. You're looking for the Jesus in a man. You're not looking for the Adam in a man. You're not looking for a man to lord over you. That was a curse. A man having authority over you was a curse. If you kingdom, you shouldn't even be living like that no more. So why would you give that man a place in your life to do that? This is why you need to have communication. If you kingdom, it should be like Adam and Eve in the garden before sin. Things should return back to the original design. Shouldn't be no room for the things that the curse brings. You go into the kingdom to get shelter and safety from those things. To come into the abundance of God, to live the life God intended for you to live. Okay, baby, so don't be deceived out here. Don't be deceived out, because the baby, they will do it. They will do it. Just because they can. I don't need a reason. Did Adam need a reason to eat that apple? No, he did it just because he could. So you looking for the Jesus in a man, baby, okay? You looking for the Jesus in a man. But all right, I ain't gonna be the dead horse with that one. I'm gonna get ready to finish my little orange off. And I'm gonna go into the gym. And I don't know why I eat oranges. I just like them, I guess. But I usually do have an orange before I go in. Something to put something on my stomach, and so, you know what I'm saying, it's not too much. But okay, bye.